Welcome to the DJP Free Media Podcast, where powerful stories and inspiring voices take center stage. In today's Thanksgiving special, we sit down with North Carolina filmmaker and community advocate Jeremy Little. He'll be sharing his journey as a filmmaker and the meaningful project he's working on right now. We'll also dive into his mission to support families affected by cancer through an important fundraiser happening soon. So settle in as we explore creativity, purpose, and giving back, right here with your host, DJP Free.
We want to also talk about you, Mr. Jeremy Little, and because I just heard that could we talk about the movie that you're working on now?
Which one? The short film or the one?
Well, we could talk about both because Matchbox, I heard Aldrich.
Matchbox, yeah.
Yeah, he has a little cameo in there, a couple cameos, good, and he said he was really impressed by what was going on, and he said you had like a serious film crew out there and whatnot. You had some good actors out there. So
when you on TV, when you watch people on TV and stuff, you just don't have a clue on how much work goes into.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That thing.
Yeah.
You guys work really hard out there.
Yeah, 99% of the work is behind the camera. What you see in front of the camera is very, very minuscule percentage. It really is.
Wow. And so the Matchbox, because I was here one day and you guys was talking about that before, and it's being filmed right here in Catawba County.
Some of it was shot in shot here at Murray's Mill and at the campground behind Murray's Mill.
Okay.
At the church right there, Joe Shuford, the pastor.
Oh yeah, come out at the.
That's where we shot. Yeah. The cabin that was Uncle Wendell's home in the movie.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes, that was shot there, and the rest of it was shot in Haygood Mills in Pickens, South Carolina.
Okay, cool.
I couldn't remember the name.
At a historical site.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about the Matchbox and
in the Matchbox.
Oh, in the Matchbox. Oh, okay. In the Matchbox.
Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, we on. We've been on. I'm sneaking tag game. We've been on.
In the Matchbox, it was a short film that we shot totally at Hickory back in February 2023.
Okay.
And we shot it one day, and it was like a 10-minute, 45-second long short film.
Okay.
And we got in some film festivals that we shouldn't have got into that were just really good film festivals.
Right.
We screened at LA Shorts International, which is an Oscar qualifier.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the biggest short film festival in the world. That was a surprise. We finished second place at Pan African Film Festival out in LA, which is another Oscar qualifier. And we screened at was part of a private screening at Tribeca last summer, which is Robert De Niro's film festival. Gotcha. And it done its thing in the film festival world, and we was able to secure the funds to shoot the 4-minute feature, which is in the Matchbox.
Awesome.
So
yeah. So so how'd it come about? And who was it with? Was this one of your babies that was written?
It was a story that's been in my head since I was probably about 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My great grandmother, she died at 100 years old. She died back in 2017.
Wow.
But yeah, we was at her house when I was a little kid, and I remember I was outside playing with some of the neighbors' kids. It's about to get dark, and her and my grandmother, was telling me, come in the house. It's about to get dark or whatnot. And I was taking my time, coming in. And I remember she made a comment to my grandmother, joking with her, it's like, Joanne, tell him, he better get in here. One of those things might get him. Those things. And my grandmother kind of got serious with it. She's like, Mama, don't tell him those stories. You used to scare us with those stories, when we was kids. Don't tell him that stuff. And I'm like, what stuff? What story? And that was the basis for In the Matchbox, what she was talking about.
Wow. Yeah.
So and it's based on a true story of something was going on here in Catawba County around the time slavery was going on. And that's what the movie's about, where some entity being showed up and some slaves killed it, and that's how they got their freedom. That is the basis of the movie.
Wow.
But that's the basis of the original story. So.
Gotcha. Yeah. Man, that is awesome. Yeah. So, and what time frame are you kind of looking for that to be out? Because I know it's a process.
Oh yeah. That'd be a better question for the director, Mike Gray Anderson. I think they're wanting to premiere it at a major film festival this February. So it's gonna be, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be released in February, and they're negotiating, you know, with some theatrical people right now. But yeah, it should be in theaters late February, early March, hopefully. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what they're working on. So,
yeah, and we would love to have you come back, maybe bring your director, you know what I mean? We can talk about it before we can, you know, it comes out. Good, cause
hey, y'all welcome to come to the premiere. Bring your
setup.
Yeah, bring the setup, come to the premiere.
Man, I'm there. I'm there. You hear that? You hear that out? We there? Well, where's the premiere gonna? It's gonna be here or?
Oh yes. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure Mike's gonna want to do a premiere here in Hickory because that's where the story happened at. So
awesome, man. Well, we're gonna switch gears here. We're gonna, you know, we brought you in to talk about Thanksgiving and gratitude. You know what I mean, and you know, and also did bring you in to talk about, mission of one of your organizations for cancer. For this Thanksgiving, what are you personally grateful for when it comes to the work of the organization? Well,
you know, number one, I'm glad that, you know, Mike had time to, you know, talk to me and, you know, hear my story, what we want to work on. And, you know, I'm grateful that he's, you know, is going to help us with this breast cancer short film we're working on. Yeah. Because like, we've wrote this script, you know, it's a true story, you know, on my first girlfriend that died of breast cancer. And it's like, it's been an eye opener to me, knowing how many people goes through this. I didn't know this was, you know, a global, basically a pandemic is about what breast cancer is. I mean, I'm not saying it's contagious like a pandemic, but I mean, I'm grateful that it's opened my eyes and ears. How many people go through this? Like everybody that I've talked to about this movie, they either have a sister, a mother, cousin, niece, somebody that's either died from it or survived it or is going through it right now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Listen, I understand, you know, 2025 has definitely been a rough year for my family.
Yes.
We lost our mother, you know what I mean, to breast cancer. And then
See? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah. This past year, we lost our mother. Me and my wife, we lost our mother through breast cancer. And then, you know, I just found out that, you know, one of my only siblings, you know what I mean, just got diagnosed with cancer.
What's going on?
That's what my mother died.
What's going on?
Yeah. And so it's important. And that's, again, another reason for the podcast to kind of make people aware, because, you know, cancer touches everybody. And if it don't, it will in some form or fashion, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they just don't know where to get help or where to go and things like that. So for the listeners who may not know, tell us what your organization is about and the heart behind the fundraiser.
Yes, we're just scraping money together to get this thing fully funded to keep it shot here in Hickory. We have Polished Souls Foundation. Mike Gray Anderson is the creator, executive of all of it. He's helping us out with, you know, getting things together to get this thing shot. Yeah, Mike's foundation is a lot about, you know, at-risk youth. You know, he went to prison for 17 years, which is, you know, beyond crazy in his story. And, you know, and he's all about trying to keep these kids out of trouble and getting them to act right and, you know, and have goals and plans. And, and, you know, if we go, Mike's talking to kids and talking to parents with at-risk youth, you know. So,
I
Mike's
love
big on that.
Yeah, I love to talk to him because, you know, there's
he's something else, man. He's got a story, dude.
Yeah.
He's got a story.
Yeah. We definitely want to pencil him in and have him come by. Well, we ain't gonna hold you too long, and
it's all good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I'm just ask you a couple more questions here, because you know, families, you know, are coming together now for Thanksgiving and whatnot. What kind of advice can we give families supporting someone with cancer going through it right now? You know,
I would say be there with them, be there for them, and you know,
love on them.
And just go out of your way not to bring any stress or problems in their life, you know, and, you know, family drama, family beef, let it go.
Yeah. How about
because
you, Al?
yeah,
What you got to say?
That's the same. I had a sister that is a survivor of breast cancer, and it is a it's very hard. I mean, it's really hard to go through, and just be there for your family. If they need anything, any type of support that you can give them, you know, not just not always financially, but sometimes you just got to be there for 'em, you know,
Yeah.
when their days, when they have some bad days, they have good days. And bad.
Yeah. And that's the thing I learned, that, people are going through, they have good days, but they have bad days as well. So you got to be there for both. One of the other things, be thankful. I would be thankful that they're there, because just like that, you know what I mean?
So,
They could be gone. We thought we was going to have our mom for the holidays. And then, so that's one of the things I would like to be, make people aware of. Just be there for them, because you never know. I wish we could all beat cancer. One day I hope that, everybody could just go into remission. But until then, this is real. What is one of the one things you wish more people understood about cancer patients and caregivers? Which are, I think that's, real important, because the caregivers are the ones that's there with them as well. Any thoughts on that? No?
well, I'd say that as far as the patients, thank God my sister didn't get to the point, but my wife and some families they worked in nursing homes and hospitals and different things like that. And I got two daughters that are nurses, and it's a lot of strain and a lot of stress on the caregivers too, especially the family care.
Yes.
If
Yes.
somebody's there, when my mother had cancer, when she died, it was really tough on all of us.
I
You
bet.
know, uh, it's just the stress, of it and things. So I think that we need to be very, uh, uh, we need to think about these people and pray for these people, especially the
Absolutely.
caregivers also, not only the patient, but the caregivers,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, Mr. Jeremy Little, we thank you for coming by and just sharing some of your stories and some of the projects that you're working on.
sure. Thank you.
And we definitely want to just have you come by again and, share with, especially with some of the projects that you got going on. And the name of your project for the cancer.
The short film is titled Sonia, Sonia, Sonia.
Okay. And so when can we look to be?
Hoping to give it a shot in January, have it released sometime in February. That's the
Okay.
plan. That's the goal. Got to get it funded.
And we
Get it
got
funded. Yeah, we'll shoot it in like 4 days tops, and probably take a week to get it edited, and it'll be good to go. So,
how can people reach out to you to maybe
Donate.
donate and get that funded for you?
yeah, we have a PayPal set up. We have a Cash App set up. Anybody can contact me directly. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Jermi Little, Jeremy Little. Just message me,
Okay.
text me, call me. Everybody's got my number around here, so just
Gotcha.
let me know. Anything's appreciated. If it's $1, it's appreciated.
Yeah, and we'll definitely get that information before you leave, so we can get that help getting that information out there.
Yes, sir. Roger
Because
that.
thanks again for stopping by. We want y'all to just love on your family, love for this Thanksgiving, and we'll look forward to seeing those films.
Roger
All
that.
right.
Thank you.
And again, we want to thank Mr. Aldrich Fish, author of Little Bankers, for sponsoring this. And we're going to be looking more to doing a lot of projects here. And thanks. And this is DJ P Free, over and out. We good. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right.
Ronald, Professor Garrett. He's a paleoanthropologist.
These have teeth. They my family. See, they wasn't slaves. They was heroes here in Catawba County. That there is the ground where the curse one lies. my ancestors who came from Mali over 1,000 years ago, in a time when this place wasn't much more than trees. And my great-great-grandfather and his wife, they were the ones that figured out how to kill these things.